from Miami. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy.
What? I was trying to set my YouTube, man. All right, bitch. Hold on. I suck ass, but I got wins over you, huh? Yeah, it's not sometimes, unless, one last 4 in a row already, so. It's not sometimes, unless, one last 4 in a row already, so. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, you're setting roster? Let me do this thing.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we
To
go.
end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Go. Set.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Steal. Check steal.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready, ready. Yellow.
In motion, Hill.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. Flushed out right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
As a a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check mega.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
6, mega.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took
ready?
a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. First down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Ready, set. Hey, blue. Strike. Check, strike. Red, yellow. Check, hut. Ready, ready.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
That's right, pussy.
Second quarter. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Zone ready.
In motion, Hill.
Black Ultra.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, ready. Hey, red. Black shot. Red.
Now Tua. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mostert. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Stephen Carter punching it in from a yard away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, They wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Prescott. This is caught by Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Ultra, ultra. Yellow, go.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Okay,
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ultra. Blue,
In
go.
motion, Hill.
Steal, check steal. Ready?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, green. Red, cycle. Ready, ready.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down throw for Prescott. And open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 24, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Prescott off play action, rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Ready?
From his own end zone, Tagovailoa, 3rd and long. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone.
He's got a man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second down and goal. Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his
You're so lucky.
interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused
Jumping 20 feet in the air, please.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of.
There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. And all the way in from Miami.
Yeah, run it back, bitch, to see if you win again.
85 yards.
You get your one win after losing 4 straight. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Extra point.
Really? You win 1 game after losing 4 straight? Man, shut up.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
What?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Well, you know your ass, dude. You just get lucky, too, sometimes. That's all.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys.
Excuse you?
Where we stand right now in the
You just lucky Dak is ass, that's all.
Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
Dak can't fucking throw over defenders. Not my fault. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to hear it because you know the truth.
And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about
Hey, do it again. Do it again, please. Do it again.
this. They'll use as motivation for the rest
Do it
of the time
again.
that they play.
You can't. You know you can't. So stop talking all that shit. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Yeah, Dak is trash. You're right.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort
Dak is trash. You're right. I don't disagree with you there.
to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Yeah, sure.
To the air again, Prescott.
Look at that. He's jumping everything. Can't do that. Can't do nothing about that.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
It's all right. Congratulations. Congratulations. You got your one win after 4 losses. Now do something. Now do something you're not good at doing and winning back-to-backs. Do something you're not good at doing, winning back-to-backs. You haven't done shit on offense either. You're talking like you're a fucking G. Come on, man.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue.
Look at what? You can't do shit, dude. That's all. Because most of your chunk wasn't that one run. Shut up.
Trying to keep you clean, but in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
2 Maddens. Thank you very much.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
6 for 10, 58 yards, and 1-0. You know better. You won because of my bad offense, not because of your good. Nah, you trash.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is going to be
all that shit talking, dog. You shoot your own shit in the mouth. You got the best receiver in the game, and you can't do shit with him.
To the 20. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone. But you're right about
you got lucky too. No biggie.
Tremendous, and this they can clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive.
You're worse than me, so what does that say?
Here's Prescott. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
He's open. Yeah, okay.
Picking up 8. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 2. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
Yeah, sure.
Just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And again, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Garoppolo. Well, he's free going down the left side.
All right, run it back, bitch. Run it back, bitch. What the fuck? Who to pick? I don't want Mahomes. All right.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins.
I can't pause, dude. It's going to kick out of bounds.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah.
Go! Dragon 60! Mustang 19!
Hurts throwing right away. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 tight, 19 tight. 55 10, 55 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown!
Dak wouldn't have made that pass.
A.J. Brown, 66 yards. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Oh, you think you were going to get lucky again in the next game where your DBs jump everything? You better play better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Tua now on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. In motion right is Wilson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. In motion right is Wilson.
Strike. Check. Strike. Hut. Go. Mega.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Byron Jones getting to him from the secondary. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Down inside the 40.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
White. Yellow. Go. Ultra.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and cause a nice play for lost yardage.
On play action, here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Ready.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, set.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, Can't really hide.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. After the sack on first down, Tua, he's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. In motion right is Watkins. On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From the 24, Tua, a quick slant to Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On the ready.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, ready. Quad red. Black ultra. Strike. Check strike. Mega. Hut. Go red.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Hey.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 18
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Ultra.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
10, 52. Black shot. Red cycle.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit, and that's enough to draw the flag.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Yellow, go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. In motion left is Watkins. From the 36, Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A run with Mostert up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Steal, check steal. Doing black. Hey, cross steal. Set.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after